Hey, what's up, guys? Today's video, I wanted to talk about how I finally started saving money and how you guys can implement something pretty simple and do the same. Um, I didn't create like an exact budget where I go through and can only spend a certain amount of money on certain things every month, but what I did do was become a little bit more mindful. I did sit down, I went through it one time at the very beginning. How much money do I make on a normal month? And then I also went through what are my necessity bills on a month? How much is my rent? What is mortgage? What is my phone bill? What is my car insurance? What are the things that I definitely need to pay? How much do I spend on groceries on an average month? Which ended up being way more than I realized. But I did stick to it. Um, I stuck with what my initial amount was, and all I did was all the extra money that I spent on random things like Amazon purchases and random ordering food instead of just making food. All that money I kind of totaled up and figured out what the extra money was I didn't necessarily need to spend on a month, but just chose to anyway. And I took like around 30-40%, sometimes half of that. So when I get paid in a normal month now, what I'll do is I'll just take like that 30-40% and put that into a separate savings account. And I'll still spend like 50-60% on that random stuff, but I've become a lot more mindful of money that I don't necessarily need to spend. And so my advice with this is make two separate accounts. So you have a checkings account and a savings account, and make sure that savings account is an interest account. So as I started saving more money, you do get monthly interest just given to you for free. And so that kind of changed my mindset when it comes to making money. So it's not just putting money in a separate account and watching it grow, but it's putting that money in a separate account and watching that money make more money for free. So it's not a lot. Sometimes, depending on the amount that you have, it'll be $5, $10, $15, $20 a month that you just get for free. Well, you only have a couple $1,000s in the account. So it really gets you motivated to start saving more money. And so, as long as when you first initially get the money, when you first get paid, you take some of that money and you put it in a separate account, I think that's really the big thing for me that I don't really notice at the end of the month, me changing my month at all. So, at the end of the month, I still end up with the same amount of money pretty much, even though at the beginning of the month, I added more money into savings. Something I did want to say though, knowing where your money is going and knowing that it has somewhere it can go really helps cut back on those impulse purchases. So it's one thing if you just have a checking account and you don't really save money other than just keeping money in the checking account. It doesn't really have anywhere else to go. So just knowing that you have somewhere else where you can move that money to, it has somewhere to go, it has something it can do really helps with the saving mentality. I mean, still definitely buy stuff you enjoy, still have little impulse purchases here and there, but just become a little more mindful and really cutting back becomes a lot easier, especially with things that you don't need to pay for. So, I'm not saying you guys go and do this, but I canceled my Amazon account. I don't have Amazon anymore. If I want something, I either buy it from Walmart or I order on eBay. It takes a week or two for me to get it, and that's just how it is. It's crazy because honestly, I don't miss having an Amazon account. It was honestly just for impulse purchases and buying things that I didn't necessarily need. You save like $15 a month by not having the account, and then you save another two, three, four, $500 a month by not buying things on there. Outside of Amazon, though, some stuff that I know everyone can definitely cut back on is streaming services, which it has gotten crazy. Literally every streaming service only has a few things on it, and then you're paying 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, $30 a month for all of these different streaming services, and you're paying like over $100 a month. Do you guys even have time to watch shows on every single streaming service you have? I mean, I would definitely cut back on that. And to be honest, it has gotten easier to just watch shows online for free than it is to try to figure out which streaming service some of your shows are. Remember back in high school, everyone was like, pirating things on their phone and just watching whatever they want. And honestly, it has gotten to the point where that's easier again. But honestly, you don't have to cut back on everything. One of the things that I've started spending more money on, but also somehow helps me spend less money, is eating healthier foods. So my wife and I, we buy organic milk, organic mayo, organic ketchup. Honestly, it all does taste way better. I'm not like just saying that just because organic's better, but honestly, the taste of like organic whole milk, you should just start there. If you like milk, you should buy organic whole milk and see how it tastes. Honestly, it is crazy how much better organic products taste. And so honestly, it's going to cost a little bit more. It's going to cost 20, 30, 40% more. But eating healthier foods, we've noticed since we started cutting back on like soy and seed oil and like high fructose corn syrup, my metabolism has kind of gone down to where I don't need to eat as much to be hungry. So me buying more expensive, healthier food has honestly resulted in us eating way less. And also I've lost like 25 pounds by literally just changing my diet from eating the exact same things to now eating the exact same organic things. Minus we did so with that, some of the things that we did eat previously that it's harder to find organic things. So like organic pastas are kind of a little bit harder to find, but you can still find them. So we do eat a little bit less pasta and stuff like that, but it honestly has helped cut back a lot. And with that, I think something else that is important to cut back on that I've definitely is bad hobbies. Hobbies that just cost you way too much money and don't really get any joy out of them. And by that, I mean things like gambling. Do you really get enjoyment out of losing money? So if you do, that's cool. But I would definitely cut back and realize that any kind of like get rich quick thing is going to cost you more money than you're ever going to make on it. Unless, I mean, you're crazy lucky, but for the average person, if you enjoy sports betting or whatever, that's cool, but I wouldn't use that as a source of income. I would use that as your budget's like $5 a month to bet on sports because you enjoy it. A cool life hack I actually heard from another YouTuber recently was the buy and return method. So to save money, if you need something, just go ahead and buy it from big stores like Walmart, Best Buy. Honestly, I've done this with Best Buy before, like with a laptop. Buying things with the purpose of returning it. So knowing that you only have like 30, 60 days, buying it from the store, using it while you need it, and then returning it and getting your money back. And so for today's video, I kind of want to just wrap it up. Some new hobbies to focus on is saving money with purpose. At the beginning of your paycheck, immediately just take a little bit, put it in a savings account, focus on eating healthier. Honestly, eating healthier, eating slightly more expensive food that's way healthier will cause you to eat less food overall and still save a little bit of money. And honestly, if you just start exercising more, get yourself in shape, get yourself in the right mindset, it really helps focus, less impulse purchases. It really just helps with the clarity of being able to be in control of your own life. And letting these hobbies snowball into like something bigger, I just think is pretty cool and definitely helps in the long run. So if you guys like this video, let me know down in the comments some of these things that you guys have found helpful, or if you guys have any methods for yourself and want to share with the group, let me know down below. Definitely hit that like button and subscribe. See you guys.